What's up, guys? It's Mast, and I'm back for some more Mega Man, and this time we're finishing off the Zero series. The Reploids. They were robots designed to look like humans. These technical marvels were given unique personalities and were intended to be perfect workers and the perfect partners for mankind. But the wheels of peace between Reploids and humans were beginning to grind to a halt. The Reploids were well designed, perhaps too well, but humanity began to sow the seeds of rebellion. The rebels were labeled mavericks and feared by their human masters. The humans decided to pit Reploid against Reploid. That was the fate given to them. The Reploids fighting for humanity were never given a choice. Thus, the war of the machines began, and the humans just watched. War begot war, and time passed. Even with the construction of the utopian human city Neo Arcadia, the war dragged on. The Mavericks defeated the leader of Neo Arcadia, and now Neo Arcadia is under the control of the criminal Dr. Weil. The former human utopia is now only a shadow of its former glory. Many have started to flee the city. We are one of those groups fleeing from the clutches of Dr. Weil, in our caravan. Ah, I should have grabbed the faster car. Nige, they're catching up. I know, but this is as fast as it goes. Shoot, Dr. Weil is trying to bring us back. Oh my god. He's so cool. Zero, can you hear me? The enemy is heading for the caravan. Help them. Understood. Commencing mission. Seal, I'll need some help with this trailer. And here we are, Mega Man 04. But before all that, which buttons? Hold on. Gotta make sure you turn that off. Anyway, here we are, 04. Last installment in the Zero series, and one with a very troubled past, both from in-game story and development history, excuse me. Right here, starting off with the game, as you can see, I took that enemy shield. That is the new weapon we have in this game, and the only new weapon we have, the Zero Knuckle. Zero Knuckle allows you to take items from enemies if you can. If not, nothing kinda happens, they just die. Hold on. I need to use a lot of things actually. Alrighty, I'm back. But yeah, Zero Knuckle allows you to take annoyance. Anyway, allows you to take items from enemies if you also can. And if you'll notice, our basic enemies are pretty different from before. They're not practically the same. Zero! I'm detecting heat signature. Zero, something's coming. Bring the trailer closer. I'll take care of it. Gotcha. I'll have to excuse some of the lag and I have to excuse some of the lag in the video. I think the computer I bought is honestly just longer D. The moment I went to de-equip the... Oh my god. You gotta be the moment I went to de-equip the knuckle. Oh, that's annoying. I think it'll be fine because I did have a scrap recording of this that I can just hopefully spot right there. The audio in that recording is kind of funky. Not like it's lagging or something, just you could barely hear me, so I have to re-record it, but hopefully it'll work when I cut that in. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. But there's the opening stage done. Onward. It looks like everyone is okay. I'm surprised to see someone crazy enough to drive out here in the middle of nowhere. You always give lectures to the people you save? Well, thanks anyway. Nige, we don't have time for this. Let's go. You're right, but there's time to say thank you. I don't want the Reploids thinking we're ungrateful. Prepare to leave. I'll be there soon. Alright. No good can come of dealing with Reploids. You're human? Yes, we are. Are humans outside of Neo Arcadia that rare? Zero. Zero. Zero, I'm glad you're okay. It looks like the vehicle is okay too. Thanks to you both. You saved us, Dr. Seal. Huh? How did you know? Who are you? My name's Nige. I'm human, just like you. I used to be a journalist who traveled the world. That's why I heard rumors about you and the Resistance. Now you led the Reploids against Neo Arcadia, and are supposed to be very dangerous. Dangerous? We're not. I've heard a lot about you too. I knew you were in the Resistance when I heard CEO call your name just now. So you're the legendary Reploid Zero. We don't want any strange rumors being spread about us. There won't be. I'm just telling you what I've heard. But others might think differently than me. I'll be seeing you. It's time for us to get going. Going? Where are you going anyway? If you're human, then why don't you just stay in Neo Arcadia? You put all this together just to escape from there? Just stay there? Because we're human? You must be joking. Wait, you don't know, do you? That place has changed. Didn't you see us getting attacked just now? It's terrible. Doesn't matter anymore, human or Reploid. It's all the same. Anyone that opposes Weil is treated like a maverick. The evil Dr. Weil, who is driven away from Neo Arcadia, he controls all of the enemy and production there. Energy and production there. Everywhere, all because some hero defeated the leader of Neo Arcadia. The great sanctuary for us humans is no more. Then that means what we did was... The humans are afraid of being removed if they oppose Weil, so he rules unchecked. As long as they stay quiet, they stay safe. But who knows how long before Weil decides to get rid of them too. That's why we fled from that place. We're heading for the settlement in Area 0. Area 0? Is a human settlement there? Then we'll go with you. Who knows when Weil will strike next? Well, Seal is human, but Reploids aren't welcome. Especially heroes like you. What's that supposed to mean? The settlement is full of people who were caught up in the Reploid War, so they don't take too kindly to Reploids. Humans aren't as strong or friendly as you might think. I won't tell the caravanners that you are the B-Zero that defeated the leader of Neo Arcadia. Don't get us involved in anything. Talk to you later. Well, alright then. Humans, huh? Zero, we should get back to the trailer. Right. Something about the caravan bothering you? Yeah. I was shocked to hear that all of the humans at the settlement hated the Reploids. It's just we've fought so hard for the Reploids, and I didn't know other humans felt that way. Didn't they say the settlement was in a place called Area Zero? That's where we should be heading to. They're struggling to maintain their independence from Weil. We have to help them. Do what you feel is right. Thanks, Zero. I just need a little more time. Now might be a good time to drop by Servos for some maintenance. After that, come and see me in the commander's room. Oh, before that, I'll save your data. All saved. I'll be here in the commander's room. If you ever want to store your data, just drop by. For that, I need to make sure this... Okay, I fixed a few things, or changed a few things, so hopefully the audio no longer causing me issues. Hey Zero, you hanging in there? Need a little work? Those dust clouds are something else. No, I'm fine. Alright, but don't overdo it. Oh my god. Did you try out your Zero Knuckle yet? Probably already know. I read this. So, what's your next move? Seal's looking into Area Zero. I think the humans there need our help. Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. If there's anything I can do to help, don't be afraid to ask. Oh, I almost forgot something important. Enemies sometimes drop parts. You might be able to use some of those to make new chips. You want to try making a new one? Just let me know. Did you find out anything about Area Zero? Yes, it's not far from here. Nigel and the others should arrive there soon. Area Zero is a site in the Maverick Wars where the space colony Eurasia crashed. Many lives were lost there. Area Zero is the painful reminder of the war long past. Humans are living there now. Data about Area Zero has been sent from the Resistance base. Since the crash of the space colony, the section has been sealed off, but apparently the land has been renewed in that time, and nature has become more and more abundant. Nature is coming back to Area Zero? It's said to be due to environmental systems still left after the crash. It's not much, but it still means hope for humanity. Have you managed to find the human settlement? There was not enough data to pinpoint an exact location. We need to conduct a closer investigation of Area Zero. Zero, can you head out there and check it out? We'll be following in the trailer. Go to Area Zero? Yes, we will. Understood. Operator, transport me. Alright, coordinates set. How could this be? How could what be? I'm detecting multiple Reploid signals. I think they're Neo-Arcadian. No, they're Weil's Reploids. What are they doing in Area Zero? Operator, get me over there. Hurry. Alright, ready for transfer. Zero, be careful. So this is Area Zero? Steel, are you seeing this on the monitor? Yes, I'm seeing it now. It's amazing. I didn't know such a natural place still existed. Seal, what's my mission? Oh, sorry. The enemy is in the colony remains. The entrance should be up ahead. Understood. I'm in pursuit. What could Dr. Weil be up to? The space colony Eurasia is something you might recognize. It is the colony that crashed into the Earth during Mega Man Zero. Mega Man X5. In X5 there were many different outcomes to that game. There was destroying the colony by laser, by space shuttle, or having it crash into the Earth. And the Zero series, as you can see now, follows what would happen if the colony crashed. So the game kind of takes... I'm a little bit late in describing this, but the series kind of takes a bit of a half stance on what happened between X5, because while Zero, well, this game has a bit of a weird history anyway, because we're talking in between the Maverick Wars and Zero. Give me the part. Anyway, in between 1 and X5, there was the Elf Wars, which we don't know anything about. So there's just a lot. So there's a lot missing there. Anyway, what I was doing there, of course. Anyway, what I was doing there was being kind of annoying. Really? Okay. Like Sero said, sometimes enemies drop parts, and these parts are very important because they get you... your chips. Chips are no longer picked up from enemies, or picked up from stages, and they are no longer gotten from beating bosses. Parts are vitally important, and you must get them if you want to make Zero more powerful. Is a part of this game I unfortunately do not care for, because I think the old system was just better. But here we are. I'll be grinding for parts, well, some parts, but I will make sure to cut out times when I grind for them if they take too long, which this is looking like one of them. There we go, Gyro Cannon H. Very important part I want to have. Yeah, I don't really care for the part system in this game, especially since... I'll tell you guys more about it later, but there's still more to it that I don't really like. But anyway, second opening boss. Yeah, this game has 2 opening stages for you to sink your teeth into. This one I think is... This one I find easier than the last one. It'll shoot missiles, it'll try to punch you, and it'll shoot little laser donuts at you. And hopefully you guys will see that attack. When the missiles come about, you just want to get on the floor, honestly. Oh, here's the little green donuts I was talking about. Pretty easy to dodge. You can also telegraph. Also, the punch is very easily telegraphed by the fact that its arms will shoot back a little bit. Like I was saying, missiles are easily avoided by just going on the floor and waiting for all of them to just explode. 1 HP. Go away. Yeah, yeah. I sweat the small stuff. I'm all for crushing Area Zero, but this is taking forever. I guess I don't have much choice but to follow Lord Weil's plan. It looks like I missed a grunt. Yeah, who dares call me a grunt? Who are you and where did you come from? I'll teach you to come in here and insult me? You're a noisy one. Now I'm mad. Come on, I'll show you. Don't steal all the fun. Cockapritry. Nope. I shouldn't even tried that. Yes, I want to be the one to light his fire. Quiet! He's going to be my dinner. You're the one that needs to be quiet. You weren't back on time, so we had to come find you. By the way, who is that Reploid standing over there? That is His name is Zero. There was a data on him in Lord Weil's master plan. Mino Magnus, try to speed it up next time. Zero, so this Reploid is our target. Then we should take care of him here and now. Ah. Time's running out. Leave him. We're only here to investigate Area Zero. You don't have clearance to fight. Oh, come on, Commander Kraft. You aren't saying we should just leave the enemy, are you? We need the power of Ragnarok to destroy this must nature. Once Ragnarok has begun, one Reploid will be beneath our concern. There's no time to deal with him now. Destroy the nature in Area Zero? Just what are you trying to do? My name is Kraft. I am a soldier of Neo Arcadia. No, Lord Weil. We, Lord Weil, requires all nature to be destroyed. Lately, there are a lot of impudent humans thinking the world outside of Neo Arcadia is better. That's why we must make sure it isn't by burning it. Then, nobody will have delusions of escaping Lord Weil. Who would choose nature over Lord Weil anyway? I can't believe it. Humans are so foolish. Commander Kraft is the leader of the Aenhar, the 8 warriors. The 8 of us will destroy the environment. Then, as part of Lord Weil's plan, we will destroy Area Zero as well. That is Ragnarok. You see, Zero, there's nothing you can do. You're no threat to Lord Weil. You'll come to understand. This world belongs to Lord Weil. One person can't change the world. Heroes are a thing of the past. Time to go. Ragnarok has begun. Zero, are you okay? Seal, is that you? Did you get all of that? Yes, I can't believe Dr. Weil would do that. You've arrived in Area Zero, too. We found the settlement. Return to the trailer. Understood. Operator, bring me back. Commencing transport. And now the stage is set. Welcome back, Zero. It seems the Reploids weren't aware of the settlement's presence. I know Nige warned us not to go to the settlement, but we need to tell them about Ragnarok. With Weil's army so close, we can't afford to risk alerting them to the settlement's presence by transferring you there. You'll have to go on foot. Just exit the trailer and keep going right. It shouldn't take you long to reach it. Oh, and Zero? We just received data on an all-new cyber elf from the Resistance base. New cyber elf? They've been conducting research on cyber elves. You've got one of the new ones in the room next door with Alouette. Pick it up from her. She also has the operating manual, so ask her for more details about it. I will. When you're ready, head out for the settlement. I'll catch up to you later in the trailer. We go into doors 001 and talk to Alouette. Oh, Zero! Check this out. This stuff out. Its eyes are closed because it's still a baby. It just came. Oh yeah, Zero, it came with the name. I like it. Really? That's great. I'm glad you like it. That name means believe. Not a bad name at all. Okay, Zero, I'm going to tell you how the elf works. It came with a manual. Want me to explain? Nah. I was all set to tell you about the elf. You're no fun at all. Hope you know what you're doing. I do, Alouette. I do. I'll explain the elf later, but for now, let's go talk to the settlement. Hey you, stop! You're a Reploid. This isn't the place for you. Get out of here. Wait, we have something to tell. We have to tell you something. We told you to get out. Weil is going to destroy this place. If you leave now, there's still time. Another Reploid war. First the Maverick Wars, then the Elf Wars, and now Weil. How long does this world have to suffer while you carry out your petty wars? Huh? Just leave us alone. The settlement was built by humans, for humans, and we'll protect it by ourselves. But it's dangerous for you to fight Weil alone. So you'd like humans and Reploids to join forces? Don't be a fool. It's you Reploids and your wars that got us into this mess. We have no reason to trust you. But we were just trying to protect you. Save your breath. Nige said we wouldn't be welcome. But we told them what we know. It's up to them to decide what to do with that. Isn't that right, Nige? That's right. I'm going back to the trailer. The enemy will be making their final move soon. Zero, worrying won't stop Weil's army. You can only do your best and hope that's enough. Alright then, let's do what we can to protect the nature around Area Zero. Hope the people in the settlement will come to realize we're not trying to hurt them. I'm sure they will. I found signals for Weil's army. There are 8 units. Ragnarok has begun. Feeding data to the screen now. Choose mission? No. And these are our 8 stages. I don't know why there's no music here. We have Tech Kraken at the Deep Sea, Mino Magnus at Magnetic Zone, Pegasus at Hanging Gardens, I'm not gonna even try, Fenrir at Hibernation Chamber, Chicken at Living City, Soul at Artificial Sun, Noble Mandrago at the Underground Forest, and our first stop, Particle Beam, where we will fight Heat Genblum. A large particle beam has been placed at point 4-A, A-4, by Weil's army. It fires intermittent laser beams destroying everything in the area. It appears to be solar powered. Soon it'll be within firing range of Area Zero. Cut the power supply to the particle beam before Area Zero comes into range. This mission? Yes, we will go. If you were looking at the screen, which I hope you were, you'll notice that there was weather icons on each stage. Zero, we can't stop the particle beam from the outside. Infiltrate it and stop it from the inside. I'm scanning for a way inside. That's okay. I'll just go in through the barrel. That's way too dangerous. It looks like it's charging up. There's no time. Commencing mission. But yeah. The different whether there has a point. If you go into a stage where if you go into a stage where the boss has a elemental advantage on you, or has a weather advantage on you, then you will be able to get the boss's EX skill. EX skills are no longer locked behind. I'll tell you guys after I get this part I need. Alright, got it. Anyway, like I was saying, the EX skills are no longer locked behind rank. You get them through fighting, like I said, the boss with a weather advantage. Past that, so just like in 0-1, rank does not mean a damn thing. Really unfortunate. While rank was not exactly the easiest thing to keep up with, especially in 0-2, because I play 0-3 more, it wasn't incredibly difficult. But hey, if it gets more people access to EX skills, then I don't see the issue. I wasn't fully paying attention there. This is another mini boss. This mini boss has 3 attacks. It'll swoop down on the ground to try to pick you up. Just keep hitting it. It'll slow down and eventually just fly up. It'll shoot lasers that you have to avoid, and then it'll shoot that fire tornado on the floor to where you would have to avoid it. Now we are in the dangerous part of this mission. That beam hits you. It does way more damage than you can afford to take. Pretty sure it'll kill you in two shots, even at full health right here. So this makes this stage pretty dangerous to do first, but honestly, for what I need to do, it makes it pretty worth it. Here, this platform enemy right here, it drops Vital. This part is vitally important for me and really important for you playing along if you are. I will cut until I have, I'm actually getting these kind of fast, but I will cut until I have all 3 parts that I need, and then I will see you guys then. And there's the last piece. But I do actually need to reset that one more time for a very specific reason. Let the beam pass through, shoot your buster right here, dash jump up here, and you get Ceratanium. Ceratanium is a very important part that is mostly placed around... oh, nice. Mostly placed around stages in hidden alcoves or dangerous areas you would not want to go in naturally. But it's important that you pick up as many as you can, and it's especially important you pick up that one. That one, despite it being in a very dangerous spot, is probably one of the easier ones to grab. Right. I did need that Sea Hopper, so I was gonna stay there and kill the enemy as long as I needed to, but luckily I got it kind of fast. I was a little slow there. But here we are to our boss. Ragnarok will wake the humans from their stupidity. It is the grand plan of our group under Commander Kraft. I'm one of the Einhar's warriors, Heat Genblum. I will defeat all who stand in our way. Turtle Boy here is our first actual boss. This boss is a very, I'd like to say, reactionary type of boss. You don't really, you kind of work on his cycle and don't really try to force your own. Trying to force your own kind of just works against you. As you can see, I'm trying to force something to work here, and it is royally screwing me over. You will have to excuse me, I am sick, so if you hear any sniffling or coughing, I apologize. Okay, whew. Failed to destroy my target. I'm sorry I failed you, Commander Kraft. I got lucky there. I got a bit too impatient after I took down Weil. A bit more of his HP than I thought I would. But got EACL Flame Fang. Health max level increased. It looks like the boss of that area was the power reactor for the particle beam. Without that around, the beam's power is slowly fading away. It no longer poses a threat to Area Zero. Good work, Zero. Now before we go on to our next stage, we're gonna head over and talk to Servo so we can talk about what he does in this game. The parts you pick up. T-Hopper, this, and this. The parts you get are used to make chips. If you know a recipe and use the correct parts, you get a chip. And just like that, I have the double jump foot chip. Item recipes are not given to you. You have to find them out. You have to find out by testing them over and over again, which is stupid. Or you can just look them up. If you talk to Alouette here, we can also talk about the Cyber Elf of this game. There's only one Cyber Elf. And it works like this. You feed the Cyber Elf crystals, and you get these little notches on the left side of the screen. The more you feed the Cyber Elf, the more notches. The max level of the Cyber Elf completely depends on, I think completely depends on the boss, how many bosses you have defeated. As you can see, we have max level 1. This means we can use level 1 of the Cyber Elf without getting penalized for the score. So for that, I will have Belief as level 1 on level 1 health. Now we go on to our next area, the hibernation chamber. For this, you want the weather to be not cloudy, but snowing. I've discovered an old Cyber Elf research lab that is over a century old. Some of the failed experiments have been in hibernation since the war. They're starting to wake up, and some of them are quite dangerous. There are Mechanlords and Mavericks all over the place, infiltrating and wipe out the enemy. This mission? Alright, ready to transfer. I found a door in a different location with a special lock, and it looks like you'll need a car to open it. It doesn't have any direct bearing on your current mission, but I don't want to let you know just in case you want to check it out. Which we do. Probably, yeah, anyway. If you have, never mind. If you have a flame weapon, or I think even if you I think even if you take the arm weapon from that enemy, from the purple enemy over there, you can melt the ice here. You melt the ice and go down this pathway, and if you follow it, you'll get something very nice for your troubles. Speaking of which, if you come down here, equip your Zero Knuckle. This crab, kill it with the Zero Knuckle and take that data card that it has on it. You will need it. Actually, I need to go back because I'm getting really unlucky with these drops, dude. Well, that's not true. I'm getting lucky with the drops, but I need this drop. I'll meet you guys when I have it. Alright, you kill that enemy, and the part it drops is a Nitrous Crab B, which is going to be very helpful. It's going to be very useful for me in a little bit. Do I have the part for that thing yet? Hold on. Okay, I have 3 of them. Okay, mini-boss time. This mini-boss also has a part I want. Everything in this game has a part. There it is, Serpent Gear. I actually want 2 of these, and honestly, I would... I honestly would suggest you guys get 2 or maybe even more if you also care. I don't know if you ever fight this boss again. My first playthrough of 04 is so long ago I can't even fully remember at this point. But even if you do, getting it now would probably be for the better anyway. You should be almost dead. Ain't nothing too complicated. You have to double jump foot chip. This part becomes a lot less scary. Metools. I think that also has a part I need, but we're gonna fight more of them later, so I'm not even gonna think about it right now. Equip your Buster with. Should have told you guys this earlier, but do not de-equip the Zero Knuckle when you have something equipped. If you de-equip the Zero Knuckle, you will lose the item you equipped. And as you guys saw, there is no other data crab on the way to this door. You use the data chip here, and you pick up a sub-tank. Do not lose that data chip. Very vital that you do not lose that data chip. Oh man, I will say that is a pretty creative use for that puzzle. These are the cyber elves that were picked up, and if you sit here long enough, they should go into these. Yeah. I don't know how to kill those things. Are those Zero Knuckle? Nope. Alright, well, I don't know how to kill them. But oh my god. Here. See, one thing, they're annoying as hell. Well, whatever. You can just run past them. They won't enter their respective bodies until all of them spawn, so it's not really a problem. They do have a part you might need later on, so just be forewarned about that. But here is our boss for the hibernation chamber. You've kept me waiting, hero. I thought you might have been ripped apart by my helpers, and here I rush to get everything ready for you. Then again, there are none that can keep up with me. Hope you can at least make things interesting for me. After all, you are a hero. As you can see, this boss As you can see, this boss is ice-based. So hitting him with fire is well worth your while. If you have double jump, it makes it a bit easier to avoid whatever shenanigans he tries to get up to. If you have Ryujin, it makes it very easy to avoid. It makes it very easy to defeat that ice clone tower attack. Not bad. True to the name, hero. But it's not over yet. Not by a long shot. The true power of Ragnarok is only just beginning. Heh. You should start preparing your list of excuses when you have to explain why you couldn't save Area Zero. Yeah, EX skill, Ice Blade. Thank you, Zero. You helped contain the Cyber Elves. Now they can rest in peace. I hope that doesn't mean that they're locked forever behind. Well. Anyway, next, we are going to the deep sea. You want the area to be snowy here. I received a report that the giant drill sub is currently patrolling the bottom of the sea. Explosives are packed on board, so I believe they are going to drill into the earth and detonate the sub, or breaking up tectonic plate. They may start an earthquake of catastrophic proportions. Stop the drill sub before it reaches its destination. There should be an enemy submarine in the deep sea. Even for you, there is a limit to how much water pressure you can handle. So I will try to find you a route. Get in before the count in the upper right runs out. That is right, folks. This stage. This opening part of the stage has a time limit for us to deal with. Just kind of want to move fast and avoid as many enemies as you can. If you follow the path I just made, come over here and you get your Ceratanium for this mission. You'll want to pick up at least 2 Cerataniums, 3 for something, I guess something special, but honestly, it's really not. Honestly, it's only really important because there's an achievement locked to it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't even care for it. But follow the path I laid out, and you'll be out of there before you even have to worry about the time limit. But that just means we have to worry about something else. This is the ice counterpart to the fire sub-boss we just fought. It has 2 of the same attacks, both the pickup and the laser, but instead of breathing a flame tornado, it will instead shoot icicles and blow air. One set of icicles is fast while the other is slow. Focus on dodging the fast one first and then the slow one. Hopefully it does not give you too much of trouble. Over here, and we have another enemy I want the part out of. Wow, that was close. So after I will cut back when I have the part. when you defeat that cannon enemy, it will sometimes drop the RB cannon, which will be useful for the next chip I will build. You annoyance. Double annoyance. Anyway, I hate you. This enemy right here is also another enemy I want to destroy for a part. So again, I will cut when I have the part. I will be picking up 3 of this, and if you are following along, I suggest you pick up at least 2 from this enemy. And there we go, that is all 3 of the parts I need from that enemy. Actually, I think I need 4, but if I actually do need 4, I'll grind it off screen. I will say that the order I'm doing this is not, like, important. Excuse me. Like, some of these enemies do pop up in different stages, so you don't need to get every single part here. I just choose to do it here just to get everything done immediately. Of course it drops as soon as I go through the door. You're here. I've been waiting a long time for this, Zero. I'm not just one of the 8 warriors, I'm a remnant of the Zanyai army led by the late Phantom. I am Kraken. I only put up with that Weil and his whole plan just so I can get revenge on the one who defeated Phantom. Feel the rage of my former master. I will enjoy sinking these fangs of ice into you. Speaking of Phantom, a lot of you will notice none of the 4 Guardians have appeared. Not Harpuya, not Fafnir, definitely not Phantom, and not even Pandora. That is because in that last fight against Omega in 03, they did die. Not just X, but the remnants of the 4 Guardians are also gone too. This means this game has the only old. I have lent my strength to Weil, and now I must pay. There's no way for me to save Phantom's soul, but I did what I had to do. Phantom, forgive me. Yeah, the only remnants of 0, 1 through 3 in this game are Zero, Seal, and the Resistance soldiers themselves. Which sucks. So the boss of this area is one of Phantom's men. Phantom lost his life in one of our many battles. Sometimes wonder if all of our fighting is only creating more suffering in the world. I did lose my A rank, but whatever. And honestly, no, I'm not even gonna say that. Anyway, we are now creating the supposed last things I'm going to be making out of this. We are making the last things I need out of Servo. Q Charge 3, it is a quick charge headship. And if you guys watch my 03 playthrough, you guys know why I wanted that. But if you take the Phytiel, the Mecha Mason, V-Fire, and Sertinium, you create an S-Crystal. Thankfully the game does save your used recipe, so you don't have to think about that anymore. S-Crystals, if you make one and take them all the way to door number 2, talk to this guy. Hey there, Zero. What's that? Is that an S-Crystal you've got there? That's a real beauty. I'll trade you a sub-tank for it. you can get 2 sub-tanks off this guy. He only has 2. And we already have 1 from picking... Excuse me. We already have 1 from the stage, so we... Really? Okay. So now we just need 1 more. And for our next stage, change the weather here. You can't change the weather, so you're not locked behind doing some random order. We are going to the underground forest. This area used to belong to another resistance group. Now it's being used as a forward base by Weil. They're taking plant-like nanomachines. They seem to be thriving on the geothermal energy. At this rate, they'll continue until they engulf Area 0. Stop them before that happens. This area is overflowing with nanomachines. Nanomachine binds blocking the way can be cleared out with the Buster Saber or even plucked out with the Zero Knuckle. I don't think I ever mentioned where V-Fire was, but V-Fire are dropped from these purple enemies right here. So if you don't have enough V-Fire from finding them in the prologue or any other stages you've been on, you can pick them up from here. Now, just because we have... Speaking of which, I actually didn't even equip my quick charge chip yet. Now, we are not fully done with parts, unfortunately. Not saying there are still specific parts I'm going to have to get, and I might get them on screen, off screen. I can tell you when. I'll tell you it's not going to be for any time soon. I don't think I ever showed it off, but the Ice Blade. It's a quick little slash on the floor that will freeze any enemy it touches. And for defeating Volt Kraken, we also got the Ice Javelin, which changes your charge buster. Just shoot a little ice. Just shoot some ice. I do not want that right now because obviously I'd rather have the standard buster, but hey, it's good to see it. I would recommend you have the double jump foot chip when going through this mission, just to make gathering one item a bit easier for you. Take these guys out. Yeah, easier. Now that I'm done with all the explaining Zero for itself, I have said that it is not my favorite in the Zero series. In fact, it's probably my least favorite for how different it is. Not saying that the Zero series hasn't had differences. There's been a ton of differences between even from just 1 to 2. But this one just feels the most irregular in what it tries to do. The part system is cool in a way, but honestly I find it to be more tedious than anything. The reason I say that is because I never cared about getting all the Cyber Elves in the Zero series. This is not something I cared about. So the fact that the parts that were just gotten from beating bosses, mind you, are now locked behind, or beating bosses or exploration are now locked behind grinding enemy kills is just really lame to me. It's not like the system is complete trash or anything, far from it. Obviously it could be worse, but it's just not the Zero series I know. And for that, it just doesn't really catch my appeal. Another thing about the game is, like I said, the lack of the 4 Guardians really really saddens me. Four Guardians were very important. Very important for the series. And now that they're gone, it's kind of just Weil and his cronies. I'm surprised I didn't die off that. It's not exactly... The cast of characters isn't exactly stellar in this game. Well, it's Zero Knuckle again, rip these vines out. Come over here and you can get another sub-tank filled. Picking up sub-tanks, if you have a double jump foot ship, you double jump where I probably should have died, you will get the fourth and last sub-tank of the game. Climb up here and we're at our boss already. Not bad, folks, not bad at all. Oh my, I thought a rat wandered in, but it was just you. Going to a lot of trouble for the environment. Too bad that trouble will be wasted. You have no hope of stopping Ragnarok? If you're just going to waste energy, give it to me. I'll drain you dry. This boss has a very interesting pattern. For one of its attacks, as you can see, it'll drag itself from it'll dig itself from the ground and shoot not purple. It'll shoot dirt at you. That dirt will keep you trapped in the floor, so be careful there. Another one of its attacks is this little spin move. It really doesn't deal much. Honestly, this entire boss is trivialized by the fact that wall jumping exists in this game. I'm shriveling up. I am a flower cut down before I could blossom. Yeah, this boss really isn't much of an issue. As long as you're on a wall, it really can't do anything to you. Most of the only thing it does is heal itself, which is, again, not that big of a deal. Transferring in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Artificial plants. How ironic that the very technology meant to protect nature is destroying it. Humans are capable of the most wonderful and most terrifying things with the power of science. As a scientist, it makes me shrivel just in thinking about it. There are Reploids converging on Area 0. Weil's Reploids are heading for the settlement. What? They found it? Fighting is breaking out across the settlement. The Reploids are advancing. Operator, transfer me to the settlement. Inputting coordinates. 0, protect the settlement, please. Oh, before that, I'll save your data. Data saved. 0, be careful. 0, ready for transfer. Transfer me. People from the settlement are trapped in several of the rooms. To make things worse, fire has broken out, extinguish the flames and save the people. And here's our new... Ooh, perfect time to show off our new EX skill. Saber Smash! Careful those frogs. They can't hit you, and if you're not careful, they'll fall right into a bottomless pit. What? Oh, I have all my sub-things filled? Careful of these jerks too. They can... If you're not careful, you can just get knocked down. You can just get knocked down to a pit. And nobody wants that. Oh. Can't say I'm all that keen on helping the settlement after they just chased us out, but at the same time, can't really blame them too much. If you count, classic era, the humans have been stuck in mechanical wars since 20XX. That cannot be an easy thing to just accept. To think you would be the one to save me. Obviously, from the classic era into the X saga, there is a pretty big difference in the thought pattern. Well, thought pattern was the right word. In the impression that I should have known humans wouldn't stand a chance, in the impression that mechanical life is. Obviously, Reploids are far more advanced than just than classic Mega Man was, but still, it's been a lot of wars between. This doesn't mean I like you, you know. There's been a lot of mechanical wars throughout the years, so I can't exactly blame humans for being fed up with being here. Or being caught in the middle of it. It's not exactly the easiest thing to just accept. I never asked you for your help. Oh, speaking of classic Mega Man, a new Mega Man game got announced, and I am hyped as hell. Thank you for saving us, mister. Zero, is everyone at the settlement alright? Yes, everyone's okay, but I can't find Nige. I wonder if she's hiding somewhere. I'll check around. Alright, but be careful. Get rid of that. Don't need the water anymore. But yeah, I am really hyped for Mega Man Duel over Bride. She wasn't here either. Craft. Ah, Zero. I see. You were protecting Area Zero because of the settlement. You are a Neo-Arcadian Reploid. You used to fight for humanity. How could you fight for Dr. Weil and attack the settlement? Lord Weil has all of the world's energy in his grasp. Humans and Reploids have no choice but to live under him. There are fools who don't understand that and fight us even though they have no chance of victory. As long as you and the humans continue to fight, there will be casualties. Our fight against Craft is a very military-esque Reploid. With a big FU laser, missiles, shrapnel bombs, combat rolls, and everything else, and a big FU knife he can use. I am playing this really poorly. I don't think I'm gonna live this. I probably would have loved it. So this is the power of the legendary Reploid. I should have known. What's holding you back, Craft? What are you talking about? You're not going all out. It's almost like you wanted to lose. There must be something else behind your attack on the settlement. There is nothing else. Now, just as then, I am fighting for humanity. Area Zero and this settlement must be sacrificed for the greater good. Humans must learn the folly of defying Lord Weil. Stop it! Nige. Greater good? What are you doing to help humanity? How can you talk about the greater good after seeing what you've done to harm nature in this settlement? It took a long time for nature to return to its former glory, and for humans living here to find peace. You're trampling humanity underfoot, not helping it. It doesn't matter how hard you try to justify your actions. You're both just fighting the same stupid war. Nige, I should have known you were here. Kraft, why do you follow Weil? When I first met you, you were a proud warrior. You said you'd bring peace to the world and protect humans. You promised me. Yes, I remember, and I'm keeping my promise by doing this. Well, no, he escaped. Come in, Zero. I'm reading the Reploid signals growing fainter. You did it. Seal, Kraft's got Nige. Can you track his signal? What? I'll get right on it. So she was friends with one of those Neo-Arcadian Reploids. She pretended to be helping us this whole time. And you are the Resistance Reploid Zero. Some legend. Then that other one kept talking about helping humanity, but look what he did to our settlement. Are you going to help Nige? That woman, she's with the Reploids. I'm not gonna stick my neck out for her. I can't believe you. You're just going to abandon her? She put her life on the line to stop the fight, and you save you and your settlement. What of it? If we save her, we might get attacked again. You're saying you won't get attacked again if you just sit here? Look at you all cowering in fear. You're no different than the humans in Neo Arcadia. How dare you? You're going to be like that. I even put your lives at stake to leave Neo Arcadia in the first place. Well... Zero? I found Nige. Get back here ASAP. I'll be right here. I'll be right there. Please, save Nige. Welcome back, Zero. I know where Nige was taken. There's an enemy base west of our current position. Nige and Kraft should be there. We're ready to transfer you, and you are. These are the places you can go. Let's go to the prison and save Nige. This is the point where Kraft disappeared after taking Nige. This is probably the forward base for Ragnarok operations. So Nige is here. Hey, Zero, are we doing the right thing? You mean the people in the settlement? Yeah, even if we help Nige, what good will it do if the people don't open their hearts? I've been thinking ever since I heard about how much the humans hate the Reploids. I wonder if we can make this world a better place. An outside line. It's coming from the settlement. Huh? Patching it through. Come in, Zero. We can't do anything to save Nige. We humans aren't as strong as you Reploids. But you were right. If we abandon Nige, this whole settlement means nothing. From the moment we all decided to live free of Weil's rule, Nige has helped us too many times to count. We don't have the right to ask this, but please save Nige for us. If you really aren't like Weil and the others, please lend us your strength. Zero, I will save Nige. Thank you, and good luck. Zero, we're ready when you are. Zero, be careful out there. Operator, transfer me. Keep going and you'll eventually reach a duct leading inside. It's dangerous, but it leads to Nige's location. Another intermission stage for us. How fun. I don't really have a problem with that. No. I'm not just out here to complain all day. But it does make this game significantly longer. Yeah, I'm gonna need this HP back for my sub-tank that I used on Crouch because I was fighting like an idiot. But you know, what's new there? Free fire, I'll take it. Luckily I'm not like using all of the Cyber Elf HP that I could be using, so sub-tanks fill up a lot more than they probably should. But hey, I want to play the game a bit harder. All the power to me. And second, even if I wanted to subtitle whatever the hell that dude said, I don't even know where to start there. When he does that slam attack, make sure you're watching the floor. Or watching the ceiling. Watching the floor. Well, watching the floor isn't exactly the wrong choice there, but you mostly just want to watch where the rocks are going to fall to make sure they don't fall on your head. Also, that slam does a lot of damage, so try not to get hit by it. Brother, I have no idea what you're saying. But also you speak in Japanese, so I wouldn't be able to understand even if you were speaking English. What did I just... I said something. Zero, what are you doing here? I'm here to rescue you. The people back at the settlement sent me. Thanks, but I still want to talk to Kraft. Is he a friend of yours? Kraft saved me from Mavericks when I was just starting out as a reporter. I was amazed at how he fought to protect the humans. It's kind of strange, a human falling for a Reploid. Then I fell in love too. Nige fought her hardest to expose the truth to people. Kraft. Nige, you haven't changed a bit. Once you set your mind on something, you see it through to the end. You've changed. You think you're fighting for humanity, but you're just a pawn being played by Weil. You understand nothing. Weil will destroy everything outside of Neo Arcadia with Ragnarok. That includes you. That's why I helped him, so I could find you, to protect you. Not just you, but all humans and Reploids. We have to maintain what little energy we have to survive, even if that means a life under Weil's control. So that's why you blindly follow Weil? Stealing freedom and destroying nature just for survival? Is that the justice you have fought for? Hee hee hee. You humans dare talk about justice? 100 years ago, you drove me from Neo Arcadia, you started a war. You've disposed of Maverick Reploids like garbage. Humans complaining about justice? Don't make me laugh. You... Dr. Weil. Hehehe. You've been keeping busy, Zero. There are only 4 soldiers left now. But no matter, you still can't stop Ragnarok. Not a chance. A question for the lady. Will you stay and die in Area Zero for your freedom? Or will you follow Kraft's example and follow me? I really don't care one way or the other. Weil. That's the face. The face of rage, suffering, and humiliation. It's my greatest pleasure. A pleasure only a ruler can fully appreciate. Don't you get it? Justice has long abandoned this world. Only life and death matters now. Nige, I don't want you to become one of the dead. Huh. Zero, can you really kill me? A human? Do you want to become a maverick in front of her? Zero, close your eyes when I give the signal. So what will you do, Zero, girl? If the only other choice is a living death under you, then I'd rather choose to laugh death in the face and face it with dignity. Zero, now. Why'd I say it like that? What? A trick? Ah, I can't see. You'll pay for that. The little scoundrels escaped. No matter. Craft, continue with Ragnarok. And find those two. We'll show them the error of their ways. Laughing death in the face and facing it with dignity is better than a living death. Nige, Are you okay? That was nothing for a hardened journalist. Did you like the little trick I keep handy? We can't stay here. It's dangerous. Seal, come in. Get us out of here. Zero, I'm glad to see you're okay. Nigel's with you? I'll bring Nige back first. I'm counting on you. Thanks, Zero. I only did what the people at the settlement asked. If you're going to thank anyone, thank them. I will then. Craft, I'm sorry. Nigel's back. Now it's your turn, Zero. Not yet. There's an area escape detected. Repeat, escape detected. Upgrading to security level 3. Zero? What's happening? I can't. Coordinates. Zero. Respond. The signal's being jammed. I gotta get out of here on my own now. Not done with our intermission stages. We got a bit more to take care of here. But a human falling for a Reploid is not the craziest thing. It sounds crazier than it is. We're taking that health. Oh, this button reels back spikes. You want to be fast going through here, otherwise you will take a lot of damage. Thankfully, those spikes are not instant kill. I will say though, what does this do? I am like really confused. Okay, that barely worked. What? They got a button? Alright, there we go. And this one is this one. Ah, okay, can't even touch the sides of it. My fault. My fault. Should've known. When you touch the sides of spikes in Mega Man games, you die. Speaking of which, I also recently played Mega Man 1. My god, that game is so rough to play. Like, it's not really bad, but holy, I've been playing X and Zero games all my life, so playing that one, that was a shock to the system. This is like Mega Man control. Ow. Jesus, how much damage? But anyway, controlling Mega Man in that game does not feel like you're controlling a functioning video game character. Come up here. Serotonin. But we are now nearing the end. And that also means we are nearing the end of this video. Okay. I have decided from now on to start splitting up Mega Man videos. Zero, come in. I'm free of the jamming. Bring me back. Understood. Retrieving Zero. But I have decided to start splitting things up because I have run into way too many times where I have put out a video and it has been far longer than I would like. So now I am splitting them up, and this will be the end of 04 Part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in Part 2. Later.